Hello, thriving friends. Hello, everybody. It's another beautiful week. Welcome back. Welcome back to Thriving Lessons with Dr. G. Welcome back to Four Stars Radio and TV. Welcome back to Thriving Generation Global. Yes, we are going global. We are everywhere. We are streaming on multiple platforms. So, wherever you are watching from, hi, welcome. Just say hi when you get here. Type in the comments if you can hear me all right. Let's just make sure everything works okay before we go even deeper into it. So I am super excited about today. Oh goodness, we are in week 2 of our freedom mindset, the mental freedom series. So, if this is your first time joining, the recording is on YouTube, Thriving Generation Global, and is also on Four Star Radio and TV Facebook page. And then you can also go to my Facebook personal page at Thrive with GRGEE, Dog G, and you should have access to the recording. So we are just going to build on whatever we started with last week and then continue from there, right? So, welcome once again. Just a little bit about me. I decided to show my LinkedIn screenshot. I don't know why, but I thought that would be the easiest route to go. So if you want to connect professionally, connect with me on LinkedIn. My name is Dr. Grace Kakari, but I go by Dr. G. I am an educator, a researcher, a certified health education specialist. But when I come on here, I am a success and wellness advocate. I am advocating for holistic wellness. We are doing well in every area of our lives. And then we are working on our mindset as well in our success. We just want to live holistically, enjoy this beautiful world that the Lord has given us. And then when we go to heaven, we will enjoy heaven as well. Okay. So that is it about me. Welcome. Say hi when you get here. So last week, at the end of the week, I realized that at the end of the broadcast story, I realized that I wasn't seeing the Facebook messages here on this platform. So today I have Facebook opened on the side. So hopefully I will also see the comments from Facebook as well. But oh my goodness, there is someone at my door and this is live. You are going to wait. I will be right back. Ah! Oh Lord, what happened? Hi, Carol. Oh, stranger. I get here the wrong time. I am on a live broadcast right now. You want to wait? It's beautiful. See you later. I'm sorry. It's okay. I'll call you. All right, thriving friends. That is what happens for live broadcast. Right now, I can't edit that one out. I I was actually expecting her, but I gave her 4 p.m. our time instead of 5 p.m. our time. So, ooh. All right, we are right back. And I was introducing myself. I spoke about being a research educator, certified health education specialist, but I am advocating for our health and wellness, okay? Our health and well being, our success. And I'm actually going to school for it. So I'm going to be a certified health and wellness coach very soon. So let's look out for that. Well, wherever you are, please go ahead and share this video. Make sure somebody has access to it. Thank you, Lady Ellie. Yes. I can see you on Facebook, and you said yes, we can hear you. Amazing. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining, Ohema. When you get here, just say hi. Just say hi and let me know. I'm figuring this thing out, okay? So we'll figure it out as we go on. All right. All right. So wherever you are, please, there is an opportunity to share. Make sure somebody has access to it, like it, put it on your status. You don't know who need this kind of information. So the least you can do for me today is to click on the share button. I will appreciate that a lot. All right. So you see the teacher in me. I have to remind you of what we learned last week. So last week we started with the first week of our series, the mental freedom series, and we talked about taking responsibility. We are going to take responsibility for everything concerning us, and that is what we want to do. Oh, thank you, Efia, for joining. Yay, I see you. I appreciate you. If you are here, share, like, let others have access to it. We are all thriving together. So, with the responsibility, we ended by encouraging ourselves to do this thing, to identify who we are. That is, we're going to solidify our values, what we believe in, the things that kind of influence what we do and our decision making. And then we're also going to identify why we are here. And that has to do with our purpose. Most of the time, we don't take time to reflect. We go with the flow, we do what everybody is doing. I mean, it's okay. It's okay, but there is that opportunity to reflect and make changes. And then the final thing was to create a vision where you want to go, where you are going. If you don't have a vision in life, you will just be swayed by the wind left and right. Whatever anybody is doing, you also do some. Where you have to say some, you do some because it looks attractive, it looks good, but it's not going to take you to your final destination. Do you even know your final destination? We talked so much about that last week. So if you missed it, please go back to our YouTube channel and check it out. This week, we are just building on what we have learned, and we are going to take another step towards enriching our lives, breaking free from the mental slavery, and just thriving. The two pictures you see here, okay, are speaking two things: stretch and serve. The first one here is like I don't know what name they give it, but it's a fidget toy they give the kids. It's like $1. They have it in the dollar store, and the kids just play with it. They stretch it, they just turn it around, create different things with it, like just have fun with it. And what this thing is, when you buy it fresh, it is squeezed together. It's like this tiny round toy, which has no meaning. But only God knows how far it will go when you stretch it. When one child holds one end and another child holds another end, it just keeps going and going and going. And I don't know the material they used for this, but it doesn't break easily. It can tangle though. It can tangle, and then now you, the parent, has to take your time and untangle it, but it doesn't break easily. That is what we mean by stretch. Okay, we are going to encourage ourselves to stretch today. Today, starting from today, we are going to go beyond what we are comfortable with. We are going to dream beyond our comfort zone. We are going to stretch. And I doubt that we will break. I feel like we are made with such awesome materials that we won't break. We won't break. We can stretch a little bit more than we are doing right now. And then the second picture talks about serve. Okay, as you can see, it's like somebody serving food. Okay, but it's much more than food. Mameli makes great food. I like her goat's jollof rice. Okay, that is one service. And I also love her prayer life. So another service. But we are also going to look within us, those of us who cannot cook and we cannot pray so well. We pray small, but not as good as some of the Asofumamis. Okay, what can we also do? There are different ways we can serve. God didn't just give a few people the gift to thrive in their areas. We all have something, and that is what we are going to work on today. I'm just going to entice you a little bit here, motivate you a little bit here, kick you a little bit here, and hopefully you will take action at the end to improve your life. So now more about the stretch. I did take time to explain what I mean by stretch, okay? And I use that example of the toy. We are comfortable with something. We've done something to be here. Most of us are working. Most of us have gone to school. Most of us have kids. We are doing something. But how far can we possibly go if we allow ourselves? Okay, how much can you dream? Have you even allowed yourself to dream? You know, it's amazing how much we can do. It's amazing how much we can allow ourselves to do if we want to allow ourselves to even get there anyway. Okay, so this image I found online is not mine. I wish I was that creative to do this. Okay, this image is from a church, And then they are talking about dream big. And I thought I loved this because apart from the fact that it looks cool and shiny is always nice, it's like there is no wall limiting what you can dream or what you can do. If the person inside the B and the G decides to go high, you can go as high as you want to go. If you want to go left, you can go as far as you want to go. If you want to go back, you can go as far as you want to go. But do we allow ourselves to dream that big? So today, we are going to encourage ourselves. Find a time. And I didn't mention the one who came up with this concept. That is Bob Proctor, right there. Bob Proctor calls this the winning game. And he believes that if we can adopt this strategy of stretch and save, we will improve our lives significantly. And even when it comes to finances, you can actually double your income. And you can actually also make your yearly income your monthly income for us who get paid. For those who work for yourselves, I think you can also find a way of assessing your income. Okay, that is also one point or one thing to keep in mind. How much do you make every year? And how would that feel like if how much you are making at the end of the year could be how much you are making at the end of the month? This is a very interesting thing that happened last week. We all know, maybe you don't follow that kind of news, but Kanye West got in trouble a few weeks ago and he lost some deals. And by losing the deals, he lost $2 billion in a few hours, like let's say 2 weeks. $2 billion. He lost that kind of money. How long does it take people to raise 1 million? Even 500,000. So what you are thinking, and even losing the $2 billion, he's not poor. Let me clarify that. He's not sleeping on the street because he lost $2 billion. Okay. So how much are you saying you want to earn again? Like, how much do you want? And how much are you saying that is too much? It's not too much. You have not seen some in your account yet, but it doesn't make it impossible. So that is what we want to stretch, stretch, stretch. Just dream. Let it come. Let it flow. Hi, y'all. That's my brother in law. Thank you so much for joining. Let it flow, stretch, and then now we will serve. And the seven is not basketball seven or tennis ball seven that you serve one another, but I thought that was a funny image, so I added it anyway. But seven has to do with improving the quality of life for other people. Okay, what can you do to enrich other people's lives? What can you do to be the light for other people? Don't think about the money yet. If those people can pay you back, or if that thing can um accrue so much income. But what is it? Do you even know it? That is the first thing you have to identify. Okay, so now we have dreamed so big. We are taking off all the limitations, all the impossibilities. But then what can you offer? What can you do? People get so upset with basketball players. They get paid so much, millions of dollars, and it's very upsetting because some of us who went to school, read so much books at night, did homework, did calculations, brilliant maths and quiz, all that, are not getting even a fraction of what basketball players get in the United States. Why are we upset? Because we feel like we've worked hard. I don't think it's about working hard, it's about providing services. They are entertaining people. People are paying to watch them throw the ball in the basket. What can you do? What can you do for people? And it's the same with movie stars. They get paid so much for one movie gig. They get paid so much for one music gig. And it's sometimes upsetting because it's just maybe a few months worth of work, sometimes even few weeks worth of work. Maybe they just appear at your show and you have to pay so much for them. Why? Because they've branded themselves in the entertainment industry. It brings people pleasure to just see them. What can you offer? Maybe you can't sing, but can you provide a product that can improve somebody's life? I'm going to take you back to the stretch. Practically, what can you do to stretch? Just pick one service. Out of the many, many things that you can do, you can possibly do, pick one. And let's use that as an example and see the results we can get. Okay. So, what one thing can you do to improve other people's life? Then dream. But Proctor recommends that you find like a nice, cool place, lie down under the tree, look in the sky, and fantasize. I mean, it's getting so cold where I am that I can't afford to just go and lie down outside and fantasize. I'll do it inside my bed. It should be fine. So, wherever you are, where is your quietest place? Which place brings you, the soundness of mind? Maybe when the kids are sleeping, or maybe before they wake up in the morning, maybe lunchtime. Just find a place to sit and think of one of the things that you do, and possibly the one you do really well. How far can you take that? If it's on the regional level, if you do that on the regional level, can you take it to the national level? If you are currently doing it at the national level, can you take it to the global level, international level? How would you do that? There is internet. If you're a teacher like I am, instead of restricting yourself to the classroom, could you possibly do something online and get an extra from that? If you cook really well, and I'm picking on Mama Ellie because she cooks really well and she's working on it too. But can you offer services? Can you create a website like um some of these food services, and ship to people or deliver to people? What can you do? It's an ending. Don't think about the problem yet or the challenges yet. What if I run out of data? Hey, what if I post it and the food gets there spoiled? We are not even there yet. Have you even posted? Allow yourself to try. Allow yourself to succeed. And there is a comment here from Mameli, and I want to read it. It says, it is not about working hard, it's about providing services. Exactly. Thank you so much. And it's not just any services, but meaningful services. Let's think about you and I, our lives, the things we pay the most for. We pay because we are enjoying it in one way or the other. We pay because it's doing something for us. We pay for the heat in our house or air conditioning in our house because somebody invented that and it's providing something to us. And then we pay for certain kinds of food, very, very expensive, but because of the flavor, we will go all the way. I remember back um, in Ghana, when I was in Ghana, there was some specific food that I desired. There was some specific food that I wanted. TZ, I knew where I wanted it. It was it's not Fancy New Town. Oh, my sister, where did we even live? Chapatre. There was this woman who sells like TZ, and I think it's one of the best I've ever had. I would always go to that person. When it comes to watching, we had our spot. When it comes to fried rice, we had our spots. So we travel to specific places to enjoy specific things because they are doing it uniquely. So what can you do, and what can you do well? Provide service to people, have the service mentality. And once you think of it that way, you will be able to thrive. Okay, it should always be about how you can help others. Well, I heard of the story of the person who created WhatsApp. Okay, so he went to look for a job at Facebook. We all know Facebook because I'm streaming on Facebook. And then he didn't get the job. They said there was no place for him. He didn't qualify, blah, blah, blah. Probably he was sad for a period of time. Who knows? But then he was there. He decided that what if I created something that can help people text for free? And then he created it, WhatsApp. Some people started downloading, and some people started downloading here and there. Finally, Facebook paid, I believe, 16 billion or something, some ridiculous amount of money to buy WhatsApp from the guy they didn't give the job to. Okay, what can you do? What can you do? I love the Tesla guy. I mean, he has his own history and his own wahala. That's not what I'm thinking about. But sitting back and thinking of how people are using fuel and the limitations of fuel. But then we have kind of electricity in abundance. So how can we create cars that can work, maybe with both hybrid or maybe just electricity? And people thought that was ridiculous. How can you even think of a thing like that? Now people are buying Tesla. People are spending $60,000 on Tesla. And when we had a little bit of fuel challenges when Russia and Ukraine started, his sales went up. He's providing services. He thought of a problem and he provided services. So, what can you do? What can you provide? What can you share with the world? How can you improve somebody's life? Could you please take a moment to think about that? But even as we think, even as we plan, please know that if you don't take the action, it won't happen. It will not happen. We spent last week talking about our attitude, taking responsibilities. We are spending this week talking about behaviors. What are the things we can do? But if we don't actually do it, it won't happen. Some of us have beautiful journals. We've written things 5 years ago. I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do that. The journal is so rich, but none of that has been brought into action, into reality. It's all in the book. It will make a good story, but will that bring you any income? Will you even publish that story? What would you do? What can you do? Stretch and serve. Stretch. How much can you go? I promise you, you won't tear. I promise you, even if you tear, we'll put you together. We'll put it, a super glue and we'll put you together. But I doubt. I doubt that you've stretched even half of how far you can go or how much you can go. And I'm seeing a comment from Facebook, and Hima says, have a service mentality. That is it. The truth is that when we go in with just the income, how much money can I make? I want to make money. I want to make money. I want to make money. We tend to compromise on our morals. We tend to compromise on the safety of people because it's all about money. So people produce products that are not safe, but they are selling them anyway. That is not the kind of person you want to be. You want to make wealth helping other people. You want to make wealth that is sustainable. You want to make wealth that you can leave for your children and their children's children. And, just the safe way, the best way, the godly way. Do what can help others. Do what can be, I was going to say environmentally friendly. But what can you do? What can you do? I want to share this quote from Carlos Ghosn. And then Carlos says, failing is not a shame. What is a shame is repetitive failure if you do not learn from it. So I think most of the time we are scared by the repetitive failure. We are thinking that we will fail even before we start, so we don't even start. But I want to encourage you today to start. Allow yourself to fail because you will learn from it and try again. There is no shame in failing. So even as you stretch and you think about what you can do and it's scary, allow yourself, take that action. Take that action. So I would like to wrap up by telling you a story I heard this week. So as I was doing my research and listening to audios here and there was this man from Mel Jill. I hope I got his name right. He's such a funny man. And he was talking about he going to Jamaica with his son for a vacation. And then when they got to the boat, it was like a cruise vacation. And the person said, welcome to Jamaica. In Jamaica, we have no problems. And he said, yeah, right, because you guys smoke, right? You smoke, so you don't have problems. The person's like, no, that's not what I mean. The smoking is just an addition, it's just a plus. But we don't have problems, we have situations. And he said, what do you mean by that? He said, oh, in Jamaica, and I'm using the exact example he used. He said, in Jamaica, if you find your husband sleeping with your neighbor's wife, that is not a problem. It's a situation. If you find yourself in debt, it's not a problem. It's a situation. And he thought that was such an amazing concept because once you start seeing it as a situation, you are ready to find a solution to it. But once you settle on it being a problem, then we are kind of shutting down. Oh, this is a problem. Oh, our creativity even leaves us, okay? And we are unable to think of solutions to come out of that problem. So even as we are stretching, it may not be easy for everybody. Some of us haven't really stretched in a long time, and this is going to be hard. Some of the materials, as we stretch, it's hard. Others are softer and easy to stretch. But I want to encourage you, see that as a situation, not a problem. Whatever you come across is a situation, not a problem, and find a solution to it. Okay. You can do it. We can do it. We are going to do it. We have to thrive and we will thrive. And we are taking one day at a time, one step at a time to get to that final destination. And when we get there, we will look back and be proud of ourselves because we did it. I appreciate you. Thank you, thriving friends. Do you have questions for me? You can post them wherever you are watching from. Today, I'm a little smarter than last week. So I have Facebook open and then I have StreamYard open. So you can just send it. I will see YouTube comments. I'll see Facebook comments. I'll see all the comments, hopefully. So if you have any comments for me, please leave them here. If you have questions, leave them here. What are you taking with you? Leave them here. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you. Highly favored by God. What a lovely name. Camille, I know it's you. Thank you so much for joining. Do you have questions? That's amazing. I'm glad it's inspiring. Yeah. Facebook, I'm looking on Facebook. We are going to thrive, aren't we? We are going to thrive. We are going to take action. We are going to see it as a situation and not a problem. And we are going to make it. We will be proud of ourselves because we are taking the necessary action. All right, I won't keep you on here for long. If you have questions, go ahead and still leave them. I will be responding to them offline. But I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for joining. Share if you've not shared already. Oh, there is a question. I'm not gone yet. Would you say there are not problems in life? Hey, this question. Would you say there are not problem, maybe no problems in life? Hey, life is filled with problems, so but there are situations. There is no problem on earth that doesn't have solution. Sometimes we do not know the solution, and that is why we have mentors and we have people who have written books and we have people on the internet. Oh yes, I figured that out. There is no problem. Yeah, there are problems, but like I'm saying, let's see them as situations and find solutions to them. Because seriously, whatever you are going through, somebody has gone through in a different variation or even same variation. Whatever you are struggling with, if it wasn't mentioned in the Bible, it is mentioned in real life. Somebody is going through it somehow. If only you will search, if only you will ask for help, you will find solution to it. There are problems, but they are not problems, they are situations, and we can find solutions to them. There is a comment from Facebook. How long do you have to stretch before you change the plan? Wow, that is a beautiful question. How long do you have to stretch before you change the plan? I guess it depends. If you are stretching, okay, you are trying, it's not working. My first recommendation, okay, is that wisdom is not in one person's head. Seek help. What are you stretching on? What are you trying? What are you dreaming about? Let me use myself as an example. When I started this YouTube thing, I didn't even know what I was doing. Okay. And even though I want to do it, I enjoy doing it. I got to a point that I was burning out. I got to a point that I needed help. So I just wondered if I should stop stretching, like my example, if this is just not working. But I reached out, and the person I reached out to was Prince. He does a similar thing on LinkedIn, and he also has a YouTube channel. And he's helping me strategize. He's helping me with things he has already gone through because he is 2 years into it. I am only 1 year into it. So some of the problems I'm having, he's had them before, or he knows of them. So he's able to make recommendations. He's able to help me stay organized. So I don't know what plan we are talking about here. If you are comfortable, ask for help. I mean, even if you are not comfortable, then ask for professional help so that you wouldn't have any personal relationship with a person and be shy about it. So find an expert in that area. Maybe you have to pay for the services the person is providing, because guess what? The person is providing services. Pay for it and get the help you need. If it happens that it will still not work, you move on to the next thing. So I wouldn't think that there is a strict timeline to it, but get help. Yeah, thank you so much for that question. Any more questions? This is nice. Thank you for participating. I love it. I love it. So I'm hoping that we are going to stretch. We are going to stretch and serve. We are going to see how we can serve people. I know so many preachers who expanded massively during the COVID era because they started providing services online, praying times when people were distressed, people were saddened by COVID-19. They were there for them, providing teaching services, prayer times, morning, dawn. And those people grew because they were providing services. People will pay to just participate. Yeah. So go out there and provide a service you can provide. Stretch yourself. Expand beyond where you are. Expand. If you are doing it in your small town, move to the city. If you are doing it in just the city, see how you can expand to your region. If you are doing it in the region, see how you can go to the national level. If you're already serving the nation, can you think of global, international, countries you've never been to? Can you still send your product or your services, doing it virtually, allowing yourself to travel? And as you do that, the compensation will come. The compensation will come. So don't let the money go ahead of you. Let the service go ahead of you. All right. I don't see any more questions. I'll still be online and respond to questions as they come up. But I wish you all the very best. Let us get out there, stretch and serve and thrive. Share this video with whoever you can on your platform. I appreciate you. I'll see you same time next week for the third week. Whew, that took me a while to get to it. The third week of the series. God bless you all. Bye.